Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you have checked the thumbnail and I've got an idea of what I'm up to today. So today I have picked up few plants that have been good to me since the day one I have purchased it. So the first one is the Golden Khutos. So I hope everyone would be familiar with this one. But there are a lot of other varieties like Marble Queen, Enjoy, Jade and a lot more. But I feel that as a plant beginner, this is the one you have to start with because the other varieties need little more care, like the overwatering would kill them, and too much bright light would would burn these leaves, and you have problems like that in other varieties. Whereas this one, I didn't have those problems at all. I have ignored these plants completely, but still it has thrived well and it has grown significantly well compared to the other pothos variety. So you can decorate your home with these plants in any way you want. If you want to hang it, you can hang it in the windowsill, in a hanging planter, or if you want a bushy plant like this one, all you have to do is take the vine that is that is trailing over and stuck it in the pot so that the roots, each node has a root, so the roots would penetrate to the soil and you have such a bushy plant like this one. Or else you can also take a square pole. I have made my own, which may look messy right now, but once the plant is fully grown, it would cover up the pole, and each trailing vine would climb up, and it will give another new look. So this is about the Golden Photos. I hope everyone can find it so easily and it's so affordable. And as a plant beginner, I think this is the plant you have to start your planting experience with. So I have made a lot of photos propagation in my shelf, in my propagation shelf, where because these plants can stay in water for a long period of time than other indoor plants that I have experience with. So the next one is this beautiful snake plant. This is the most common variety of snake plant. There are a lot of other snake plant varieties, but I think this one has the better growth ratio compared to the other varieties that you find it in nurseries right now. This one is also just like my golden pothos. I have ignored this completely. I have overwatered it, but I haven't seen a root rot or any kind of problem like that in this sansevieria. And I have Wadefield sansevierias and the robusta and other varieties of sansevieria, but this one, even though I ignored the plant, this one has put new shoots and they're doing great. So I love this one. So this one is the second, in my top list that have grown well, even if I know. My most favorite house plant is the ZZ. I have purchased it in a smaller pot for around 300 before a year, but right now it has doubled the size. I have repotted it in another plant, and I've also used it for propagation. At first, when I got this plant, I was a little bit scared because this plant has tendency of storing water in its rhizomes as well as in its stem. So my overwatering problem, I thought that my overwatering problem would kill the plant, but it didn't do it. Whereas it thrived well, it has put new shoots, and I love this plant. This plant, I have kept it in the low light condition, which is in my room, which had around 10 percentage of sunlight, but it survived in that condition also. But I didn't find any new growths while it was in a low light condition. Whereas when I put this in a indirect sunlight, bright indirect sunlight, it has put new growths and it has grown even bigger leaves. I found and I love this plant. Not only that, we can propagate the leaf as well as the stem, but the problem with propagating the leaf is that it would take a year or more to get one shoot from that, which is like one or two leaves. That's what you get from a from the first shoot. So which is like it takes too much time for when you do the leaf propagation. Whereas the stem propagation, I have tried it right now. Let me see whether that works or not and how much longer it takes. But the best propagation for this would be the rhizome separation, which I'm going to try it in a few days. So this is the third one. So next one is my popular for everyone. I'm thinking everyone is aware of this one. So this is the Duncan or different Bacchia, and this is the most common variety. There are a lot of other varieties. I have grown the other varieties as a plant beginner, and I've killed them due to overwatering and keeping it in a bright light so that the leaves get burned off. I had those problems with others, but this one I didn't have much of a problem. I have just ignored it, but still it has given new growths, and I'm happy about it. You could find it anywhere, as far as I have seen this from my childhood, in my neighborhood, in my house. So I think this is the most common one, and it can survive anything, I guess. So the final one is the philodendron. So I have bought a lot of philodendron like scandens, mycans, brasil, and people say that philodendron are more easy to care, but I don't know what's the problem with me or something. I have killed a lot of philodendron, except this plant has double the size from I have purchased it. When I got this around 6 to 7 months, it was in my room where there is like 10% or lesser than that sunlight, but then I shifted it to a bright, indirect sunlight area, and it has double the leaf size and also the growth. When I got it, it was half the size of the plant, and the leaves looked, crinkled, and due to lack of sunlight, it was not doing well. But once I shifted it to a brighter area, the leaves are huge and it has double the size. So this is the last one, the fifth plant in my list where it's so hardy. According to me, these are the most common house plants that you can find in the local nurseries. Not only that, they are so affordable, you can get them in the price range between 50 to 100 based on the size and the growth. I would also like to mention that even though these plants has been classified as the low light condition plants, it doesn't mean they don't need light. The more light you're going to provide them, they're going to grow amazingly well. I would also like to make a suggestion that if you are a plant beginner, I would suggest you to have a plant experience with these common plants first before jumping into a rare plant collection. So that's all for today's video. I'll see you in another video. Bye.